Hello, my name is Adolfo, and this is Laugh Adolfo. Today I'm going to give you what I consider the biggest pro and the biggest con of having a baby at a late age. I may not be as late as other individuals that I've seen in their 50s, 60s, and 70s having a baby, but I do consider myself in the late age. I am retired. I'm retired from the military of the U.S. At the same time, I'm in the Philippines. So I'm going to give you my biggest pro and my biggest con, and that is time on both sides. On the good side, on the pro side, time, and the reason I say time is the pro on this side is that, like I mentioned, I'm prior military. I've seen people, sailors, moms, dads, deploy for 6 months, 7, 8. At that point, I didn't realize it because I just had my first child. But now I get to see or think about those things in the past. And they're missing out those 6 months of the baby. I'm not saying just a baby. I'm saying maybe 1 month, newly born, a year, even when they're older. You're missing that time. But especially as a baby. Why? Because they're growing fast. I didn't realize it. I do realize it, but I take pictures of my baby every day. Sometimes I look at day 7 and I look at the day of today, and you could see, or I could see the difference. The time that I give them, I appreciate it. At the same time, there's times that I'm busy. And when I say I'm busy, is that I'm in the room, but I'm not with him. Or I'm here and he's over there. Or if I'm in the house, he's in one room and I'm in another because I'm retired. And when I look at him, I think of the time that I missed, even though I was there. So I could imagine someone that is deployed, someone that leaves their baby with their mom because they have to go work in another city or they have to go to another country abroad and work. Sometimes it could be 5 days out of the week. Sometimes it could be 2, 3, 4 years because I've seen it that moms leave their kids with their mom and dad, who are the grandparents of the baby, because they have to go work and make that money. And it's understandable. You have to be a provider. You have to give food. You have to survive, and you have to help and survive. And sometimes you don't have that choice that you have to go. But that is time that you're missing out. And that's one thing that as an older person, retired, I understand that I'm providing. It's the time. Now, what's the con? It's time as well. Because I'm 47. I know my time is ticking faster than someone in their 20s and 30s that have a baby. And I understand that I might not be there maybe tomorrow, maybe in 10 years and so on, that I understand that time is valuable. It is a con, and I understand it. At the same time, my dad became a grandparent, a granddad, like I want to say 2 years ago, and I could see that it gave him that extra spark. Having a baby at this age gives you that extra spark. It gives you that I need to do something and have a plan for him. And being old, you're a little bit more wiser, or hopefully you're a little bit more wiser, understandable, that you're trying to build something for him. With that time that you have left, like I said, time is the most important thing for me. Pro and con. And seeing, like I mentioned, sailors, seeing maybe a dad that has to leave the mom with the baby because he needs to be a provider, leave it to another country, especially a third world country Mexico, like I mentioned, I'm in the Philippines, and they have to provide and they have to go work in another country or leave the province or leave their village, town to go to the city and work and leave the baby there. I've seen it in the Navy. Even though we're not talking about the deployment, they have to think about living in a certain place that is not that expensive and travel 1 hour, 1 hour and a half. That's 2 to 3 hours that you're missing out, plus the hours of work. When you get home, you might be tired, you want to rest, that you don't get to see the child or you don't get to enjoy that time. He starts crying, you may want to rest or may not want to be there. And the reason I say that is because I encountered that one time. He was crying, I was focused on certain thing of a business, and I was losing concentration that I did get mad, I'm not gonna lie, and I felt bad later because I could have provided that time. There's times that, and when I say that I'm not there, I think I already covered this. That means that if the baby's in the bed, I'm in the desk, I'm in the sofa, or I'm in another room, but I'm still around there. If the mom says, give me a bottle of milk, I go get it. If she says, here, I'm gonna eat, can you take care of him? I'm right there. All that at time, all those things are part of the pro of a time because I'm there. I know some people understand this, especially now that their babies or their kids are older and it has happened to you and you realize that that time is not coming back. Maybe he's already 18 and you're thinking back of all that time that you missed out. At the same time, like I mentioned, my time is ticking. I did get a spark when he was born. I opened a business. I think of the future. And I think of doing a walk every day to be with him. I carry him walking around. When I say walking, I mean walking down the streets, to the mall, etc. And that's all I got. I just wanted to cover the biggest pro and the biggest con of having a baby, a child at a late age. For me, that's my first child. So we already know it's a big pro. I understand that time is ticking, so I have to spend time. Thank you. Thank you for watching.